So actually, like, thank you so much for being here. This is really great. I appreciate, sorry, so unprofessional. I appreciate you being here, like I said, so I just want to jump straight into things because, yeah, you know, that's just how I work. So when did you get diagnosed? I actually got diagnosed when I was 16, but yeah. I had a lot of health problems leading up to it, and then what happened was they actually said that there had to be an umbrella of something. Diesel, shut up. There had to be an umbrella of something wrong with me, and then I got tested for like a lot of autoimmune diseases, and lupus was just the one that came up. I like struggle with like everyday kind of things, like, you know, like simple things like brushing your teeth or even walking a dog. I don't know, just like kind of just getting it out there. Like, do you struggle with everyday things? Yeah, so actually when I did find out I had lupus, I was younger, so it really didn't like affect me then. And I was just like juggling so many things at the time, so I was like, oh, whatever, it's lupus. And I still kind of try to think that way, just because if I actually think into what it is, it like kind of mentally affects me and I think more about it, so I'm just like, wow, today's a bad day. But I don't know, when you just like try to like not think about the actual name of it and what it can do to you, it's just not that bad. I don't know, like I don't know, like whenever it comes up in a situation, I just like kind of blow it off, like, yeah, I have lupus, whatever. Because also people like view you differently if they like completely know what it is and like what you're struggling with, like whatever. I don't know. Next question. What do like your doctors say? Do you listen to them? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really even know how to word these questions, but what do like doctors tell you? Do you really listen to them? Doctors kind of tell me like a lot of things to follow, and it's pretty overwhelming, like the amount of stuff they'll give you, like pamphlets and stuff to look up and new procedures and new treatments, and like it's just really overwhelming. I don't really know what else to say about it, but I would say I don't listen to my doctors like at all. Like, there's so much stuff I could do to like better myself, I guess, but just because I guess at this age right now, like I'm not really as concerned about like what it will do in the future, but there are so many things that could go wrong that I should listen to them and take it more seriously. And I'm sure a lot of people do, but I'm just a teenager, so I guess I really don't care as much as I should. But like, I'm supposed to be on a specific diet, and I'm supposed to take care of myself. I'm not supposed to go out, I'm not supposed to drink, I'm not supposed to smoke, which I don't do any of that, but you know, like, it's just a lot of things that you're not supposed to do that everyone else is doing at your age. So like, why am I not gonna do it just because I'm sick? Like, I just don't view it that way. So yeah, I don't really listen to my doctors, and I end up don't going to my doctors a lot because it just takes up so much time, and I just feel like I should be trying to live the most I can right now instead of focusing on the future when like things could go wrong. So yeah. You like do diets for your health? I don't know, some people like always say they do like diets. Do you? Diets for your health? I feel like you would. I don't know. I don't know anything about lupus, that's why I'm asking these. They've put me on diets before, and sure, I've tried them out for like a week maybe, but I just never see the purpose to stay on them because like I love food. Like, I love it so much. And there's so many foods that like I'm not supposed to eat for like inflammation and stuff like that. So it's like really hard, and I don't know, I can't like stick to it. My whole family diets a lot, but that's because they're chubby and stuff. But like, my diets are completely different than that. It's not for like that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. That's a tough one. Good questions. Like, okay, not only do they put me on diets for food-wise, they put me on like exercise plans and stuff, and like I'm so lazy. I used to be so athletic and everything, and once like more mentally I let this stuff affect me, I just couldn't do it anymore. I was like, wow, this hurts, that hurts. It's really affecting me, and I do think it's more mind over matter. If you think about it on the daily, like I have this, it's going to affect you more like, oh shit, like, wow, normal people can't do that. I can't do that either now. Like, but that's not what it is at all. It's just like, it's totally mind over matter. That's how I like to think of things. So I did physical therapy for a while, and then I was like, okay, this is just ridiculous. Like, I'm 16, I just got diagnosed with lupus. They have me on physical therapy like I'm some 80-year-old person who can't move their body. Like, I can if I fight it every day, so there's no point for me to go to physical therapy. Diets, I can eat whatever I want, it all comes out anyway, so like, if I just suck it up and like not think about the effects it's having on me, then I don't need to follow their diet plan. And I don't know, is that a good answer? Does it affect you not only like daily but mentally, like your mental health? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, doing daily tasks is one thing, but mentally is another thing. So like, does it affect you both ways? Okay, well, how it affects me daily and how it affects me mentally is like totally two different things. I would say how like affects me daily is simple things. It has a lot to do with my arthritis also and my osteoporosis, that like brushing my hair, brushing my teeth, doing my makeup, all things like that like kind of just became more complicated once I started getting all those problems, and like some days are worse than others because that's when I have flare-ups. But overall, like daily, it depends on the day. It's not hard every day, it's not easy every day. It really just changes like a lot, and some days I won't be able to drive my car because my hand can't go out like around my wheel. Some days I'll just stay in bed all day because I can't feel my legs. Some days I'll be perfectly fine and I can go hiking like for miles and miles and like have no problem. But that's like totally not the, I don't know, it's like so different daily. Like, it really just changes so much. Like, there's nothing I can control it, and nobody can control it that has these kind of problems. But by what I mean, like how it mentally affects me is, you know stuff's going on inside your body, and you think about it way more when it's negative things. So like on the normal day you might like know your body's working and it's doing its thing, but like for me, I just know every day that my body's fighting like myself. Like, nothing inside is going normal. Everything is struggling and fighting each other, and just, it's not, like, it doesn't put a good picture in my head because I'm like, wow, is today gonna be a bad day? Wow, am I gonna wake up tomorrow and today I've been able to run and I've been able to go on a hike, and tomorrow I'm not gonna be able to get out of my bed? So like, it's constantly wondering what's gonna be the next step because every day's different and I just never know what's gonna happen, which used to affect me a lot more, and I've definitely gotten better with it because I've realized everything is mind over matter. So I just try to focus a lot on more positive things and have a more positive perspective on life. But it is like, it does get hard some days when flare-ups happen and it gets really bad for me. It does affect me like really mentally, and it just like, wow, today I did so much, but tomorrow can I even move? And like, is tomorrow gonna be the day that like something gets attacked and like within my body and like I won't have that anymore? So yeah, mentally it affects you a lot, but yeah, next question. Does it like take a toll on your family? I don't know, like, you're just answering me so good, but like I just don't even understand. What does your family feel? Yeah, actually when I first got diagnosed, like I said, it really didn't affect me that, like physically it affected me, but like I didn't even really understand what it was. I didn't ever hear of it. I didn't know what it was. So I kind of just like blew it off too, because 16, what are you, sophomore, junior in high school? Like I was just like kind of living my life. I was like, ooh, like junior year, I don't know. I probably didn't say it like that, but I just kind of blew it off. So yeah, but how it affected my family was like really hard. My family like took it really seriously. My mom and dad wise. Like my siblings are all younger, so they didn't even understand. They still don't. They like always say like, are you dying? I'm like, no, I'm not dying. I'm not gonna die like yet. But no, so my mom and dad like took it really hard though. They just felt like, why me? Like, why not them? They don't understand it because they don't feel it. They don't understand it because they don't have it. But like they think the worst of it, so I always try to like make them feel better. They feel really guilty for giving it to me, and I just don't think that's right for them to do that because it has nothing to do with them. Like, it's not their fault at all, and I know if they could change it, they would, but like, I'm strong. I've always been strong when it comes to this kind of stuff, so it really doesn't bother me that much. Just like I said, I try to think better about everything now, so when I get bad flare-ups, when days get bad, they get really emotional. They take it really hard. It hits them harder than it hits me, and I'm the one that's going through it. So I always have to comfort them with everything. I don't know, like I feel bad more for them because I see how they have to feel for like me having it, but like it really has nothing to do with them. So if I could like make them not feel that way, I would, and I just feel bad. Well, thank you so much for being here, Tiffany. You kind of educated me a little bit on lupus. Like I kind of feel like I understand it a bit more. Just what would you want people to take away from this? Like, what's important to you? No, of course. Thanks for like having me and asking me all these questions. I guess the biggest thing I just want people to take away is don't judge someone, don't assume something. Like, just like people always say that you don't know someone's home life, you can't judge them by it. Like, don't judge someone when they say like they don't feel good or that they're having a bad day or something, because you don't know what's going on. Autoimmune diseases, like, they're blind to the eye. You can't see them. You don't know what's going on in someone's body. That's like always been my hardest thing. I'm really hard on other people when they get like a cold or a cough or something, just because I'm like, seriously, like, it's a cold, like, do you understand what my body goes through every day? But that's not fair to them because they don't understand either. And just because I'm capable of living through all that stuff doesn't mean other people, when they have a bad day and they get a cold, that's the worst thing they get. Like, when I get a cold, I get pneumonia, like, and I'm in the hospital just because my autoimmune disease like attacks itself. So I have no backup or anything. My immune system's shot. So like, I need to be more lenient when it comes to other people's feelings about how they feel when they're sick. And people just need to understand that like it's more than meets the eye. Like, as corny as that is, like, you can't see my health and you can't see how bad it affects me, but every day I'm battling something inside me, and you just really can't judge someone. So when I'm saying like I can't do this, I can't do that, it's not because I'm weak, because I'm strong, but I physically cannot because of my lupus. So I just think people need to be more open to more stuff around them that they don't understand, because that's always been a big thing. But yeah, thanks again.